The most important thing in marketing almost never gets talked about, and it drives me crazy. And what is that, you ask? It's having an offer, an irresistible offer, a Godfather offer, an offer you can't refuse, okay? And it's so funny because people talk about campaign KPIs and which platform to run ads on and, cold email lists and all these other things. Yes, these things are all important, but the most important thing, and the thing that people almost always overlook in any type of marketing, B2B or B2C, is whether or not your offer sucks or not. Like, is your offer something that the audience that you're sending it in front of thinks is really cool? And these days it's not. There's so much noise that you have to have not just a good offer, but an incredible offer. Like, you have to have an offer where people are like, I'm kind of dumb if I don't do this. Like, literally, think about the bar there. It's dumb of me because I have this problem, whatever problem you're discussing, you're offering a solution around, and if I don't do this, I'm like hurting myself. That should be the feeling it produces. So you got to work on that. And most businesses either don't have the foresight to think about that, or they just don't have the awareness to think about it, or they think about it, but they're like, I'm going to try to get along with that not making a great offer and do it my own way, which, by the way, if you can do that, more power to you. If you're able to not dig deep and I'm not just talking about discounting, by the way. I mean, obviously discounting is the most common way people do it, but you can also do soft cost add-ons, things that aren't really a hard cost for you. But typically it's going to be around that because money is what moves the needle for everybody. So you have to have a great offer. And, I can't talk about what the offer is because I don't know your industry or what have you. But if you want to do some brainstorming together, feel free to book an appointment, use my bio link, and you can set up a time with me if you have a business and you want to talk about it. But the point being that you are going to have to probably get uncomfortable in order to really pull in your audience. And you're going to need to split test different offers over time. You can't just try to do the one perfect offer off the bat because it might fail, it might kind of work, it might blow up. And in fact, sometimes I just recently did an offer that was too good. I did it to the point where I actually ran myself out of inventory in my data company. I had to change the offer because so many people said yes to it that it actually was causing me and my company financial harm. So, good job me for having a effective offer, but I overcorrected. Anyhow, on that note, by the way, I'm going to eat my own dog food, as Microsoft used to say in the 90s. Yes, I'm dating myself. And I'm going to give you what I consider an irresistible offer that isn't going to put me out of business. Okay, so it's compromise. For my data company, for the intent data that we have, if you know anything about that, I've talked about it. We can de-anonymize people on your website and or find people that have been searching on Google for exactly what you do, products or services, any keywords, doesn't matter. All legal, all privacy compliant. That data from Lead Eagle, I am offering anybody who's watching this on this channel or any of my other channels, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. If you see this message and you want to try the data out, I'm going to let you get into it for half the time on the contract, which is 6 months. Usually it's going to be 3 months minimum because I want people that are serious and aren't going to just judge something in 30 days. That never works. And then I'm also going to do it for half price. And I'm going to let you book the whole year at that half price, but it's real pricing. I'm not inflating the pricing and then cutting it in half. It's the real pricing, and you're saving either $250 a month, or you're saving $500 a month, depending on you're either saving, let me make sure I do the math right, $400 a month, or on the other one, $250. Those are the two, depending on whether you do national or local. National is more expensive. And then on the pixel data, it'll be 50% off as well, which is like a $500 savings. So yeah, but that's before December 31st. So you have to have your order in by then, or at least message me that you're planning on moving ahead. And you can do that through the links in my bio, or go to leadeagle.io, whatever you want to do. That should be an irresistible offer because that's 50% off real pricing, and it's time limited because I'm not going to offer this to you on January 1st because if people continue to do this, I've cut my company profit margins in half and I'm hurting myself. So this is to get people who can try the data. In my case, it's people who can try the data, see how well it works in advertising campaigns, direct mail, postcard campaigns, whatever the heck you're doing, and then actually want to stick with it when they realize how much of a difference it's making. So in your own business, it's going to be something maybe different, maybe similar, I don't know. But yeah, it's all about the offer, people.